Hi beautiful children, it's Miss Jordan and I'm really excited to go over a lesson of adding and subtracting integers. The first thing we have to do is remember what an integer is. An integer is 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on, and its opposite. The opposite of 0, there's no such thing as just 0, but the opposite of 1 is -1, opposite of 2 is -2, and the opposite of 3 is -3, and so on. Integers are just whole numbers and their opposites. I'm going to start you off real simple. 4 plus 3. And I'm doing 4 plus 3 because I'm going to be using the integer chips so that you can refresh your memory on how to use them. Notice how there's a white side and a red side. So the white side represents the positive numbers and the red side represents the negative numbers. So I have +4, so I'm going to get 4 white chips plus 3. Notice how there's no positive sign on these numbers, but we still represent them as positives. So in the math world, if there's no sign, we just assume that they're positive. So if they're the same color, you just combine them together and count them up. 4 plus 3 equals +7. They're all white, so they're all positive. What happens if one of these numbers is negative? 4 plus -3. So I have 4 positives and then I have 3 negatives. Notice how the negative is now on the red side of the integer chip. 4 plus -3. Notice how they're different colors this time. If they're different colors, we are going to combine as many as possible and they cancel each other out. The reason why they cancel each other out is because they're opposites. A positive one and a negative one combined together. Think of it as owing someone money and having $1 in your pocket. So this would represent the $1 in your pocket, and the negative would be representing owing someone $1. So if you have $1 in your pocket and you owe someone $1, you would probably take that $1 out of your pocket and give it to the person you owe money to. And then you'd be left with $0 in your pocket, but you wouldn't owe anybody any money. When a positive and a negative pair up together, they equal 0. We call this a 0 pair. So one positive, one negative together, they pair up, they're opposite of each other, they equal 0. 0 pair. Notice here, there's another 0 pair. We have a positive and a negative, and another 0 pair as well. Now I don't have anything else to partner up, so I'm just left with this one positive all by himself, and that's my answer. I have one white counter, which means that my answer is +1. Now, if you don't have counters at home, you can do the exact same problem drawing it out. So let me show you what that looks like. So same thing, I'm just not using the counters, I'm just using markers. Use whatever resources you have. Practice problems. -5 plus 2. I have 5 negatives and we have 2 positives. They're different colors. If they're different colors, we gotta make as many 0 pairs as we can. I have a red and a white right here that can pair up. Negative and a positive make 0. I'm going to set them off to the side. I have another pair right here. Boop. They also make 0. Now all that's left is these 3 reds. There's no more whites to make 0 pairs. So my answer is 3 reds or 3 negatives. -5 plus +2 is -3. Remember, these guys count as 0, so we just ignore them. One more practice problem. 7 plus -4. Let's try it. I have 7 positives and 4 negatives. Well, it looks like they're different colors, so that means that they can pair up and make 0 pair. I have a white and a red. They make a 0 pair. And then I have a white and a red. They also make a 0 pair. Here's another pair of 0. And I still have one more negative and a positive. There's no more reds. There's only positives. There's actually 3 positive, 3 white counters. So 7 plus -4 is a +3. It's what happens if all of the numbers are negative. -3 plus -2. I just do my counters. -3 and -2. So I have 3 negatives and 2 negatives. They're the same color, which means I can't make any 0 pairs because 0 pair has to have a white and a red. There's only red. So I just squish them together. -3 plus -2 is -5. Okay, well there you have it. That's for adding integers. I'm about to get back on and show you how to subtract integers.